This week in Louisiana agriculture.
Louisiana Congressman John Fleming meets with rice farmers in Mamou to talk about the Farm Bill. Did they like what he had to say? I'm Avery Davidson with that story ahead.
I'm AJ Sabine here in Rapides Parish. What can farmers do to prevent Palmer amaranth from taking over their fields? I'll show you how you can control the terminator of weeds. That story coming up.
Is it becoming more expensive to farm? My name is Taylor Fry and I'll tell you why U.S. farmers spent a record high on ag production in 2012. That story coming up.
Hello everyone, I'm Michael Dana. Thanks so much for joining us on this week's program. Congress will return to Washington after the August recess with a lot of work to do. The House must vote on immigration reform as well as approve a nutrition bill so that the 2013 Farm Bill, which has been in limbo for more than a year, can finally move forward. Right now, congressional lawmakers are back home in their districts, hearing from those who elected them. This week in Louisiana Agriculture's Avery Davidson now shows us what farmers in Evangeline Parish had to say to their congressman, Dr. John Fleming.
You're looking at a Louisiana industry on the verge of losing $60 million.
There is no doubt that the rice farmers took one of the biggest hits in this Farm Bill change with the loss of direct payments.
Evangeline Parish rice farmer Richard Fontenot says that's why he's paying close attention to what the U.S. House of Representatives will do when Congress reconvenes next month. It's also why Fontenot and fellow rice farmers Cody and Brian Bieber are meeting with their congressman, Dr. John Fleming, at Bieber Farms just outside of Mamou.
Rice has some different attributes and we compete differently in some aspects, and we've made sure he realizes the substantial losses that we're going to face with this new Farm Bill structure and the importance of it, and we ask for his support in that near future.
We'll eventually get a Farm Bill. It won't be anything that we really like, but it's going to take a while before they do it.
Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation President Ronnie Anderson says the new structure in the Farm Bill will impact rice farmers' ability to get crop loans.
The lenders are going to be very, very cautious in funding of operations come spring. And the farther we go into this, the less prospects I see of having a good result.
Congressman Fleming voted against the first version of the House Farm Bill. He says now that the nutrition portion is separate, he supports the agriculture portion.
Sugar stays status quo, does away with cash payments. So we've got a combination of good Louisiana regulations and laws in there, but at the same time, we've got some reform in there as well.
The question for Louisiana rice growers, will the market make up the losses from those reforms? In Mamou, I'm Avery Davidson for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Louisiana Senator Mary Landrieu spent time with sugarcane farmers down in Houma, while Congressman Steve Scalise and Bill Cassidy met with row crop producers in their respective districts. The question on everyone's mind now is who will replace Congressman Rodney Alexander of Louisiana's 5th District. Alexander is leaving Congress September 26th, citing what he called never-ending congressional gridlock. Alexander will lead the State Department of Veterans Affairs. Louisiana's 5th Congressional District covers the largest geographical area in the state and is also the largest in terms of agriculture. There will be a special election on October 19th to fill Alexander's seat. 6 candidates have announced their intentions for that vacancy. Those candidates include State Senator Neil Reiser of Columbia, Monroe Mayor Jamie Mayo, and State Representative Robert Johnson of Marksville. It's doubtful Alexander's replacement would be in office in time to influence the Farm Bill vote. The current Farm Bill expires on September 30th. That's just 4 days after Alexander's resignation is official.